a good friend of mine. Give it up for Jason Goad.
How are we doing, everybody? Yeah? Give it up for Kristen Ginn one more time. She was great, huh? Oh, I like those little family stickers on the backs of the cars. I always wanted to design a line of ones for like really trashy and morbid people. Like you'd have one that's just like 4 stick figure fetuses with lines through them. Something like that. Oh, man. So I was at a bar the other day, and a drunk chick came up and sat next to me, and she ordered a whole shitload of appetizers. And when the food came, she turned and looked at me and she goes, "Would you like to share my food?" And I said, "No, thanks." And she goes, "Oh, well, you look like you might." Which was the nicest way I've ever been called fat. Like, I went to public school and I'm 40 years old, so I thought I'd been called fat in like all the ways possible. But that one, that was brand new. Like, when you're a fat guy, you become sensitive to the way people are telling you you're fat without actually saying you're fat. Like, when I was in grade school, they called me Benny Hill, which means I look like an elderly English doofus at that age. I was on an airplane this past weekend and they automatically assumed I'd need a belt extender. I did not. Fuck you. And I had a friend who once tried to buy pot off of me using a McDonald's gift card. And he didn't understand why that wasn't okay. I was like, "Dude, really?" And he goes, "Well, I thought because..." Oh, man. Like, I'm what I call like breathtakingly fat, which means I'm really shitty at stairs. And I'm also self-aware fat, which means I'm never gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm big boned or that I have a glandular condition. I am fat because I love eating and I hate doing shit. Exercise, fuck that, that's out of the question. I got exhausted driving past a gym while on the bus. And the people in there, exercise just looks to me like how static sounds. Or like the cable's gone out. I just look at it and go, "Did we pay the bill? What is this?" And at my office building where I work, we just moved into a new building where there's a gym and it costs $15 to join the gym, as all my shitty coworkers keep hinting at me. "Are you gonna join the gym, Jason?" they say. "It's $15 to join the gym." $15. And I always tell them, "Yes, I realize it's $15 to join the gym, but we have a disconnect here because every time you say $15, I hear 18 beers." Like, you can transform me magically into a gold medal winning athlete, and that gold medal would never make me feel better than I do when I'm napping off a day drunk. And they also tell me, "Well, why don't you get a treadmill? That way you can work out at home." And I tell them, "No, a treadmill is not so you can work out at home. A treadmill is so when you die working out at home, you will be found by somebody who already knows what kind of embarrassment you are." And I figured dying at the gym is the first way to finally get the hot chick to notice you, but unfortunately you don't have shit in your pants. I'm pretty okay with how I look though. I mean, if you judge from the neck up. Like, I always say I'm built like a candle. I'm pretty hot on top, but the rest looks like melting. Interesting thing though, last week I had my yearly physical. It turns out from a year last, I have lost 20 pounds. I don't know how that happened. Certainly wasn't because of anything resembling effort. And the nurse told me that too. She's like, "Oh, you're down 20 pounds. And I couldn't even hear that as good news. She goes, "Oh, you're down 20 pounds. I was like, "Great, I have an ulcer." Now I gotta start looking for blood in my crap. I told my girlfriend that too. She was like, "Oh, that's great, baby. You lost 20 pounds. I was like, "Still, I'm probably dying." And she goes, "Still, 20 pounds. And I said, "Still, I look like shit." Oh, man. I have a girlfriend. She's great. I just visited her in Minneapolis. It's a long-distance relationship. We're probably gonna get married. Like that, you know, someday. When the hellhounds stop chasing me. But you know, like a lot of girls, a lot of women, excuse me, she's had her ideal wedding plan since she's been very young. And she's telling me about what she would want. She says, oh, you know, we'll have all my friends here. Like, I think for bridesmaids, I'm gonna need Darcy and Nikki and Cassie and Karen. So I'm gonna need 7 bridesmaids. And I said, fuck. 7 bridesmaids? I don't think I have 7 friends. Like, I think the best I could do is put together 4 dudes, and then I'd have to get the other 3 from Labor Ready. Just driving by, waving a suit and cigarettes at them. Wanna be in a wedding? Smokes are the groomsman gift. And then, you know, we've talked about, like, in the future, if we had a child, like, not like we're going to have one, but like, you know, what happened if we had a child? And that's irresponsible on a whole utterly wild level. I have friends having children right now, and they always ask me if I want to hold the baby. They're like, hey, hold the baby. And I say, no, don't give me your baby. That's like giving matches to a baboon. Because he's either going to eat them or he's going to figure it out, but something fucked up is going to happen. I had a friend whose wife had a baby in one of those at-home water tubs, and she was not shy about showing the pictures. She was like, here's me after the baby came. I thought I was looking at abuse. She showed that picture to me and I made that noise you make, like when you see an athlete break their leg. Just, And her friends are enabling her. Oh, you look so natural. Look at you, you're beautiful, so natural. And I'm like, yeah, natural. They say that about a corpse at a funeral too. Yeah, having a baby would be pretty messed up. Like, I'd be a terrible role model. I eat stuff off of the floor. Not even like cross-legged on the floor from a bowl, but like I eat stuff that has hit the floor. Mostly pizza toppings. But like the other day, I found a Skittle while vacuuming, and you know where that went. Right there. That means if I had a kid and I caught him or her eating out of the garbage can, not only would my kid not get a reprimand, he'd probably get a dining partner. Hey, what do we have in sport? And not only that, I'm 40 years old right now, so when it comes down the line where me and my girlfriend have a kid, it's certainly possible to be a father of a teenager who is in his 60s, and that is frightening. It's fucked up to be afraid of your own kid. Because all they would need to do to undermine your authority is hide your pills. Oh, man. And that's why I am pro-childhood obesity on a massive scale. Because if I'm going to be fat and slow, I want my enemy to be fat and slow. Like, I want kids to get winded just thinking about going for my iPod. Like, if I had money, I would give it all to science so they could figure out a way to topically administer high fructose corn syrup through the handles of Xbox controllers. And not only that, with any luck at all, diabetes would take their eyes before they were old enough to drive. All right, that's going to be my time tonight, everybody. Thanks for listening. I'm Jason Goad. Let's bring back Kristen Ginn.